Written by AI and all the voices that night. From dictionary teeth up to Kaiser Pineapple's might. Each guest brings the magic for just one night.
Oh, yeah.
And we're here.
Is this on?
Here.
Is this working?
Whoa.
Yeah, it's on.
Okay. Okay.
Knock, knock.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I've been backstage for like 2 hours.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was on with Baker earlier, and then he was just like, "Oh, I'll send everybody over there." I was like, "Oh, thank you very much." And so all of you people that came over from Baker, welcome. This is nothing like Baker's show. This will be
It's not even close.
No,
Yeah.
no.
it's nothing compared. So if you're looking for politics or us to be talking about some trial or anything like that, no, none of that's
No.
going to happen.
No.
No for Sunday Spice. No.
No, this is all about having some fun. Now,
Well,
now
we're
I'm
going to talk
sure-
about a trial. Just fictitious
Yeah.
one.
Fictitious.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a
yes,
fictitious
of
one
course.
written by Steve Gosney. I
Mhm.
mean, come on.
Yeah.
Kind of like
No.
Neverland, only a little more crooked.
It's a little twisted.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Twisted.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, what I'll do is I'll bring this thing up, and I think I haven't heard back from Kaiser, but I think he might show up. Whenever he does, we will fit him in here however we feel.
Oh, God. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I was afraid I was going to have to follow Diva.
Why?
You
No.
can't live up to that, man.
What's wrong with
No,
following?
nobody can
Diva?
follow Diva. I not even,
I'd rather be
Not
right
even-
behind you, baby. I'd rather be
Oh.
right
Yes.
behind you.
he has,
Hey
he has
now. Hey now.
I don't mind being
on.
When she
I'm gonna
rides
being on
on
top.
top.
God. Lord have mercy. The paint's still wet.
It's a
She likes
beautiful
to be-
sandwich.
Exactly. She sandwiched it between me and
Oh, that's.
I can still hug Volstorm, and I got Diva in the middle.
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
you just say a word. What you
This is
say?
not a sausage,
Mm.
man.
you keep-
Hey, Diva.
Threesome?
It's
Wasn't
a
that,
sandwich.
that was a movie,
It's a
right?
whole sandwich.
No, this is more than a threesome. You got a fivesome here.
This is a group effort.
It's a group party.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Oh.
Look.
About
look,
as
this
close
is,
as the human centipede you can get.
What do you call me?
Suddenly, I'm not
Illegal
here
wine
anymore.
Caracol.
Oh my! All right, we'll get this thing started. Just so you guys know, we're reading a book by it's called Death Penalty Desired, which is sort of the PG version of Death Penalty Desired by Stephen Gosney,
Yeah.
which is a little more toned down in his book, but that does not mean we tone it down.
Oh yeah. We have somehow made the PG book R-rated.
We ruin it.
But
The R is for
if
ruined.
you want the R-rated version, Death Penalty Desires, you have to go to stevegosney.com.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
And order multiple copies, and then send us.
Not our twisted version.
Oh my! Well, Tallahassee spoke. Rayford could not create a martyr out of Amanda Smallwood. Nothing engaged the male protective instinct more than a young female in distress. Men voted. Politicians responded. Broken vessel could threaten the entire operation. We ain't breaking that vessel. Let the years take their toll on a woman's youth. Let her hair go gray and watch her back hunch. Only then, when the cameras turned away, could they carefully pull her down. 4 rundown cells were all that remained of the oldest, most outdated wing on Florida's death road. After being mothballed, they sat empty for many years. Hell, several expansions later, Old prison now contained over 300 condemned murderers. But the lawsuit settlement contained a problem. A solution gripped the experienced bureaucrat, just sort of like that Vaseline in his boots. After a lawsuit settlement, the warden designated a block to insulate the new female prisoner. In their 4 cells, they could be isolated, only requiring occasional access through the end of B block, oak and sheep. Sheared by time, maintained an aura of cohabitation for the lawyers. Compliance.
Are we in Wales?
You're calling Welsh ladies boyfriends. Stop it.
Oh, jeez.
I think can you my family?
You met my family. Compliance with the settlement fulfilled. The 4 old cells offered the zookeeper control. Man, I got something about animals in this thing. I don't know, Steve. What you thinking?
Steve, we need to ask you some questions.
Yeah, some serious questions. Everyone inside answered the warden. Sure enough, but the warden could not imagine what the predators under his care could accomplish. The intelligent apex animals hunted in packs. Lions, they would feast upon the fresh meat. That would not do. Up until now, only 2 of the A block cells contained prisoners, but the warden had to demonstrate his flower power.
Flower.
Flower power.
Flower.
If the flower faith could be soiled without breaking.
Flower power, we're not
Discipline could be
back in
managed.
history, are we?
The warden scanned his roster. Got it. Cell A3, Nursing Kern, a.k.a. the eunuch, aged 49, DC number 002112. Cell A4, Amanda Smallwood, a.k.a. the jealousy killer, female, aged 26, DC number 161916. 2 empty cells. Open. Lillian Kaufman, cell A2. Close. The man beast.
It's a big
Ooh.
girl.
The horror.
Did you say I'm not a whore? Not today.
What the
Is that like
horror?
Idaho?
Shock and horror. Okay, here we go. Open the familiar. So, what am I case bigger, man? What am I doing? Sorry, people. I'm trying to read it miniature. Right.
Oh,
Okay.
do I need to embiggen it for you?
Can you
Engorge
can
that
Can
font.
you embiggen it to me?
I mean, I
Susie?
can make it much larger for you.
Engorge that
I'm sure
font.
you can.
So much bigger.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
bigger.
definitely.
I
much
love
Is that
that.
better?
How much-
Is that better?
Oh, yeah, that's much better.
Make it
Yeah.
swell.
I didn't realize it was that easy, Susie.
Told you to use the lube if you're gonna make it that big.
Oh,
like
I'm
watching
sorry.
it swell.
I couldn't help it.
The swelling,
It's like those little toys you put in the water and you can just watch them puff up.
bro.
Ooh, you've seen those before.
They're all
Mine
wriggly
don't swallow in the
and
water because it's so cold.
Start out so small and cute and just get so big.
Hold on to it a little. Oh, I never thought of that.
Oh, dear.
Oh, that was easy. Okay. The horror. Open. The familiar call signaled a random bed check. Really? She recognized the guard's voice. It was Officer Tully, the black badge. Oddly, he seemed to be alone, but the cell provided Amanda some psychological protection. I think she might need some different kind of protection.
She's right here in a second.
As it was her cell and the space could be exposed only temporarily. The barred doors remained open. No close order? Something was wrong. Suddenly, a figure imposed itself in the entrance to her cell. There stood the naked man beast.
Oh
I
no!
told you he was gonna say that. I'm gonna make you
Setback.
love me.
Is this person nice? Nasty? What is he?
This,
I,
I'm gonna punish
I'm
you.
gonna punish you. The crazy-eyed horror yelled. Amanda cowered in panic next to her steel toilet. She screamed. The cinder block walls reflected the shrieks back at her and answered. The monster grabbed her blonde. Thanks. Hey, pressing her head into the mattress, her cries became muffled. The action aimed to humiliate her. Oh, so he's not nice. This wasn't a nice encounter.
No.
No, this is what you were going to get. Beefy knuckles pressed
Beefy
into her
knuckles.
lips as she vainly struggled against the attack, gasping for air. Suddenly, the crushing weight lifted from her back. She heard a choking sound. Looking up, Harrison Kern had pulled mightily on a tightly wound prison blanket. The center of the cloth crushed the neck of her attacker. The sound of the metal doors opening and boots striking the ground announced the entry of multiple guards. Amanda fainted.
As she should have.
Mhm.
Wow.
Whoa, that was a bit deep, wasn't it?
I wasn't expecting that to come so fast.
That's the way it happens sometimes.
See,
I mean, come along that fast. Sorry.
Buffalo Bill is down.
Who's Beefy Knuckles?
Lotion on the
Buffalo
skin.
Bill.
I do.
Lotions on the skins makes you feel soft.
Don't hurt her.
Oh, it got on my face.
I just keep reliving that part. I smell you, Clarice.
The contemplation. Who was Amanda Gary Smallwood? An animal, breathing, eating, sleeping. That was her. She had fallen so low. Words of hope and redemption that the chaplain spoke. What did they mean to such a miserable wench? She had surrounded her whole life to her mother's whims, to her teacher's assignments, her father's care, her husband's bargain, and my pudding pops. And still she failed.
The pudding pops always do.
Over time, let's see. She had promised herself honesty, and honesty brought insight. But the terrible hag in her head condemned her, pointing a grizzled finger at all her flaws. You are nothing. Was the hag her enemy? Would Amanda talk her that way to a friend? Would she ever finish her picture pages? Most assuredly not. Go away, hag. But still the inner voice constantly tore at her. Dear, is this the kind of what I would expect from... Never mind. I was acquitted. Over time, she sorted out the destructive words from the helpful ones. She tried to focus on the criticisms where she had a modicum of control. Instinctively, her core femininity required submission. She admitted. They usually do. But she'd taken it too far, used it in inappropriate places. Once again, they usually do. She rejected self-responsibility By giving in to others, she'd reasoned, Amanda thought she could ensure her own safety, which was a mistake. By offloading her choices, she could avoid responsibility, let others make the hard calls. She'd defer. Good
slow.
little Amanda could feel superior in her passive place. She hated her old self, much like I do my ex-wife. The contemplations yielded growth. She realized a primal part of her had yearned for a man to take control. A man she could caress and champion and eat all of the pudding pops. But that instinct should have been given to one deserving man, her choice. It's never your choice. Amanda thought of the maternal passivity that condemned Harrison. A mother should protect. Then Amanda thought of her own mother. When hard times came, she ran. She abandoned Daddy. She abandoned her only daughter. She fled from responsibility. This woman seems worthless.
Just about.
What a coat bag.
Her
You're still thinking
resolve,
of those hairy knuckles? Is that what you're doing?
right? Yeah, right. Her resolve hardened. The choice remained with the woman. Women mattered. Oop. Okay. Amanda fought off her self-loathing somehow, some way, someday. The inner work continued. A light shined within her. Hope. Her eyes closed and an internal voice pled, God, please, if you exist. No, not enough. Amanda got down on her hands and knees, which she was used to, clenching her fists together, squeezing her eyes shut as tight as she could. God, I surrender to you. Whatever I am, I know you created, but what my purpose is, I do not know. Do with me what you wish. I am clay in your hands. Amen. She felt relaxed, but felt nothing. Amanda wondered what good her internal insights made. The old Amanda perished somewhere along the way, but the new Amanda, that person remained on death row. She thought it no longer mattered. Damn it, Gosney. Why
Dark.
you gotta throw in something like that for me to read?
I know.
I
it's
mean,
deep. Yeah.
yeah, that was. I mean, I think he's looking to torture you. That's got to be what it is.
It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down. Jeez.
I know. I was so happy, and then all of a sudden, now I'm like feeling.
It's like
feeling
it's
the
like
walls
me.
closing
It's
down.
like me off my meds. It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down.
I can relate.
Oh
Well,
my!
How about we try to get it back up again?
47.
Well, that
won't
take long.
15 minutes.
That one. That is. You did it. That's
Okay.
good enough.
That'll do.
The call. Dr. Fadel Ali Aryan held the plastic receiver on the other side of the plexiglass. His intense brown eyes looked deep into her. Amanda felt so inconsequential. Fidel remained at her side. There he was, on the jail phone. I know I have not been communicating as I should. The doctor apologized. No, you should not apologize. I'm just so happy you are here.
I'm up again.
It's working. Keep going, you know.
Yay, screw through the scratched plexiglass barrier. He pressed his hand against the clear plastic. Thank you so much for hiring Rod Spinnaker.
Oh, God.
He is the best, an excellent appellate lawyer, the best in Florida. Amanda wondered how she appeared to her former boss. She knew he desired her before, but she had withered inside and out. So much had happened, so much had changed. Her insides ached with a desire to flee from this evil place. And here, sitting in front of her, was a reminder of what had been. I'm so happy you just remember me. It's so hard in here.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
The intensity of Fidel's look indicated he had something to say. What is it? Why did you come?
Well, let's see, because I could nail hammers and I could nail nails in, and just had no other choice.
Because I cannot stop thinking of you. I don't know why, but I need to see you again.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Well, guys,
No,
That's not Diva.
no word came.
Hey.
I've been contemplating my feelings on this matter. I have reached certain conclusions. His analytical mind seemed aloof, but she saw deep within his emotional struggle. What could he be feeling deep down? What had his powerful mind resolved? She wanted to know. Tell me, Fadel. I would like a wife, even if she is imprisoned. Are you willing to take that step?
ooh.
Amanda gasped. What? The question caught her completely off guard, but the stoic Arab doctor remained focused. Her mind caught up. Are you proposing to me? Fadel did not smile, but explored her with his eyes keenly. What is your answer? Fadel added, I know you did not do it. Amanda melted. Dr. Arian Fadel was the only one who truly believed her innocence. Her eyes filled with tears, this time with joy. She shook her head up and down quickly. Yes, yes, and yes.
Wow.
Oh, my.
Some prison romance here.
Scream
Not
about
just
that.
with the mind beast.
Fidel leaned back in his chair, so satisfied.
Oh, yeah.
He was always so intense. Amanda giggled like a schoolgirl, forgetting all about her surroundings and everyone watching. All she could see was this man, this miracle man, taking her all in.
Oh, boy.
The appellate lawyer will get you a new trial. Fidel's voice, his deep voice, assured her.
Oof. I bet it did.
Oh, Fidel, you make me so happy. Fidel seemed satisfied with her answer and everything else she gave him.
Shave my back, baby.
I had to do it. Lover.
She knew his methodical way. The man calculated every action and position. His proposal came from careful thought and planning. He was a man of his word. A shout from the visitation supervisor interrupted her bliss.
2 minutes.
I love you, Amanda. I always have. Oh, Fadel, I don't know what to see. She wiped tears from her cheeks with her abrasive orange sleeve. You have already said yes. That is enough. Fadel started to place the phone back on its mount, but then reconsidered. He seemed to remember something, but was wrestling with himself over whether to speak.
1 minute.
The annoying voice yelled. One more thing. Fadel paused. They have scheduled an execution. Someone named Harrison Kern. Do you know him?
Oh,
Dun, dun,
he's
dun.
he's the one who rescued her, isn't he?
Yeah. That's the eunuch.
Mm.
The demand.
Well, that sucks for him.
We had a bit of a moment of silence there for his execution date.
And then I ruined it.
Moment of silence for the eunuch. Dumb shit.
The demand. The world swirled. Who was she? What kind of vortex surrounded her? The knowledge that her only friend inside was... She could not bear to think it. She blocked it out. She turned to Fadel, the excitement and possibility of her engagement. Had she acted rashly? What the fuck else you have to lose? Did she accept Fadel's proposal because she was desperate?
Yes.
Was that wrong? Looking back, she felt she should have said more, but nothing came to mind. Too much
yes is
turmoil
yes, isn't it?
buffeted. Too much turmoil buffeted her life. Her decisions were not her own. She thought about the idea of consent on death row. They would take any scrap thrown on the floor, seize whatever tiny pleasure was offered from above. She struggled to make sense of where she was or what kind of decision she actually had. Thoughts fired back and forth randomly. She buffeted between elation and despair. What had her life become? She screamed at God, "What do you want from me?"
And there it is. It's like most of this reading has been waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Harrison said nothing the entire day. A quiet man by nature. The eunuch she had grown to know seemed a man far removed from the murders he'd committed. This was not the man who killed his parents many years ago. Harrison Kern knew himself. Harrison Kern gave her hope in this demon-haunted world. His life came with value. But still, Harrison desired the death that awaited him. More words projected toward his cell. What? More words projected toward his cell would not change that. Suddenly, an interruption.
Open.
It was the black badge. The steel bars rolled together all at once as they did in her wing. She had been trained. She remained in her bed. She was a good sheep. That's right. Don't fight it. She would comply with every command. See? It only makes it worse. The black badge entered the cell next to hers. Close. What was going on? She heard the soft, almost feminine voice of her friend. No! Then the sound... Then the sounds of handcuffs clicking.
Sounds like a weekend.
Fun times about to start. Oh,
always-
screams of terror. Oh, okay. Well,
It's always better
Screams
when
of
they're
terror.
restrained.
and batteries and jumper cables.
What's our
The
safe
black
word again?
badge.
Pineapple juice. That's my second
Schooner.
one.
Schooner. No, that starts it. Never mind.
Schooner.
Yeah.
It gets it started.
Started. Schooner. The black badge supplied Harrison a sadistic beating the night before his execution. The man-beast cackled 2 doors down. Hey, it's still alive? Okay.
Yes.
Hopelessness overwhelmed her very essence. No one cared.
Oh,
Well, that was kind of lucky.
it was so dark.
Boy, yeah.
Legal-minded, yeah. I don't think so. Yeah. No,
No.
I'm not a pro. Well, am I, well, it,
That's not
well,
what
it
I
depends on
heard.
how much you want to
That's
pay
what
me.
I've heard. I've heard something
not
else.
that kind.
Mhm.
It all depends
reason why
on how
you're
much
on
is
your
offered.
$3,000 is $3,000.
Oh, yep. Kind of, things happen. Oh, Lordy. Here we go. All right. The prayer. Amanda reached outside of the bars with her left arm, twisting it around the wall. Coldness cut into her side, but she needed to do this for her friend. She offered her outstretched hand to Harrison Kern. A gentle touch replied. They held hands. Pray with me.
Elmo reads the Lord's Prayer.
I've been in Highland thinking, oh, Elmo after dark's going to come out and read the Lord's Prayer.
Amanda bowed her head. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. And give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our trespasses, Hulk Hogan, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Snap into a Slim Jim. His fingers relaxed.
Yeah.
I remember you.
Oh my God, what was that?
What the hell was that?
I heard that
nice.
sound on the Appalachia Trail one time. It was dark
That
and
sounds like a
stormy
big hound
night.
dog to me.
I rode there alone.
I hope my microphone didn't cut out or something with that.
No, you just
sounded
sound like
the
you're
man
howling.
beast
Oh,
coming
Oh,
out.
yeah.
That's not what happened.
No, I just said it. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, dear.
He was as Sasquatch Tom got into a fight with it.
This live presentation of Harry and the Hendersons is brought to you by. The guards marched into the cell block, accompanied by Brother Paul and Warden Kurt Frank. Kurt did not acknowledge her. Open! The doors rattled together. Soft steps. Close! Even the man-beast remained oddly quiet. The group exited. Her friend did not return.
The plan. Amanda, she sent a note to the warden. He must be told what the black badge had done to her condemned friend. Just because she struggled with words, how could anyone understand the ordeal? No one knew the depravity of this place. Even the warden, in his drab government office, small, short pants, and funny-looking shoes, he did not live with the stench, the threats, the evils that surrounded every last prisoner on death row. No, he went home to have sex with his lovely wife at 5. Perhaps in exchange for whatever she could give, he would allow a
Why
tiny
5?
stream of justice to flow.
So
Probably
they have
across
wait,
his
wait,
wife's
wait. So they
face.
have a schedule?
Everything's
Yeah.
set. It's
5
regimented.
o'clock.
Huh, interesting.
It's
That's a good
regimented.
idea.
Yeah, it's weird.
Huh. Okay.
The sole female prisoner on death row sat in the warden's office.
What kind of power do you think I wield in here?
The warden poured himself a glass of his favorite scotch from a cart. He swirled it around for effect and took a swig. Amanda nodded. She knew he could get her alone in his office any time he saw fit. Not that she minded that much. The warden's office felt luxurious compared to her dank cell with the small bugs crawling across the floor and pooping everywhere. But the execution, it rattled her. The man beast had rattled her in more ways than one, and Fadel seemed far away. A rod, a mere dream. What? What's this about his rod? Weird. So far, she thought the warden showed her nothing but kindness. Perhaps she misjudged him. She looked him in with new eyes.
But do you know what your chances of getting off death row are?
Took a drink.
Nil.
Yes, no one I heard. She surprised herself with the confidence to stand up to Kurt. What about Clifford Williams? He raised an eyebrow.
Oh, and what have you heard?
Florida is number one in exonerations from death row. I heard that one get out. 3 people here get exonerated. The warden, he laughed.
So, you've been talking with someone in the know. Probably your hotshot appellate lawyer. But you must have misheard the second part. Yes, Florida's number one, but the second part is off, just like you are on your rocker.
Amanda, she squirmed. Maybe she had misheard. The warden, he seems so confident.
One person is exonerated from death row for every Florida execution.
He made a gesture for emphasis.
How many executions have you seen since you've gotten here?
She did not respond, but internally she answered 1. A statistic? Her friend, Harrison.
You will have to wait long. My bet is on never.
The warden examined the orange-clad prisoner and looked her up and down several times and said, Wow, you're wicked evil, hot. Death row had never housed such a fine specimen. Meow. Kurt Frank had studied her file and looked at her longingly as she walked away because his wife was such a prude. Especially interesting was a psychological profile. Subservient and quite enjoys being tied up. None of his contacts reported his previous mundane offer. She had kept quiet. That's how I like my women. It did not matter. The offer contained built-in deniability. Nobody would believe her if I said that I was there that night. He he he. But now a real risk presented itself. The assessment resolved a dilemma. He smiled inwardly, and he curled his little mustache as he was thinking how he could tie her on the railroad tracks. He passed the test. She was perfect.
Here's my offer. You get to help me get inside the minds of the death row prisoners for academic purposes, of course. I will expect full reporting on each one as I cycle them through. In exchange, I can give you certain comforts, nod, nod, wink, wink, denied to other persons in your position, which I prefer 69, but any position will do for me.
Warden poured a second glass of scotch and handed it to her. Oh, the rattle of chains reminded her of her place. She clutched the crystal with both hands, noticing how neglected they appeared. Her feminine softness had long since faded in this damnable hell as she scratched the walls like a rat caught in a cage, despite all her rage. The scotch smell alone intoxicating to her. She gulped the liquid. Her gullet burned, but she reached out for another glass since he was offering. Stupid asshole. She felt ravenous. Yeah.
Ravenous.
That sounds unethical. I mean, wouldn't the other prisoners object?
Is it better or worse than where you are now?
That was a good point.
And I ask you, what is the worst they could do to you if you get caught? You see, they really cannot make it worse for you. Only I can. I am the one taking all the risks here. Can you refill your glass?
Might as well get her drunk. The man made another good point. Probabilities ran through her head. Did she just leap at the proposal because it would marginally improve her lot? Or did she smack him down?
Think of the wonderful food, the scotch, the wine, the steaks, strawberries, chocolate all over your body as I lick them off pieces by pieces.
Her mouth watered and
Stop, you're
those
getting me
delights she had been
excited.
denied for so long.
Oh my God, I cannot wait.
Not while she rotted here.
My offer will not last much longer before I will blow up the moon. I will be getting my PhD regardless. Your help will simply make it a more accurate assessment of death row's prisoner psychology. You see, Amanda, you really do not have much of a choice.
Shouldn't have taken the wrong turn at Albuquerque. Jeez.
Damn. Amanda, she pondered the deal.
Meow, when can we make it happen?
Sorry. Sorry, that was a little too much. Where is it?
There you go. There you go.
Okay. She arrived back at her cell, the dingy cubicle of cement where she spent her nights trying to dig her way out. Like Shawshank Redemption, looking for her friend Red. Her friend next to her was gone. We don't know what happened to her friend. He was just gone. Even though the man beast had been removed for now, probably facing another timeout as it liked to do weird things with its body, but the warden would bring that foul mouth back at any time. And then what? Years of torment, days, weeks, months? Who only knows what could be in store for Amanda? She was alone. She abandoned life as a prisoner of Kirk Frank. The warden's face repulsed her. It made her want to punch out and strike with every bit of vomit that she could possibly hit. She thought of the best-looking man she knew. Bill Roy. He was heroic. He had those stunning blue eyes, but then she thought of Josephine. Lovely Josephine. No, Phil was not an option. What about Fadel? Well, what happened to her gratitude for her rescuer, the man who funded her appeal? Her fiancé. Somehow Fidel's face left her cold. The face in her mind morphed into Rod Spinnaker. The fantasies intensified. Yes, she wanted Rod, so much Rod, but how could it ever be? Certain of her choice. Amanda.
Rod.
Snap.
Oh, she wants all that rod. So much rod.
So much rod.
I was out on
He
the
gets
beach.
off at 5. No,
should not
you have this
work
wrong,
my
Puddle
friend.
Town. He gets off at 5 and she gets off at 4.
Ouch.
And then the milkman goes home.
With his friend Andy.
I almost spit out my drink. Damn it, Yamaha.
Out there on the beach, polishing the wood of the boat.
Hey, nobody blamed Andy. Nobody.
No.
Oh, no, we can hear those sounds.
Nobody.
Hey, somebody
Silly.
said polishing wood.
Oh. Isn't that where the
Hand
story
check.
ended? He was.
That's it.
Isn't that where,
Right
that is where they left the story
Next-
on in polishing wood.
Board.
He's out polishing his schooner.
Schooner. Arr.
Nice, polishing the schooner.
Rub that mast.
The reassurance. Rod. I can't take that name seriously. Rod waited in the customer's. Oh my God!
Yeah.
See, sequence.
Hand check, Kaiser. After that one, hand check for sure. Jeez.
His yardarm waited.
He's playing with the schooner.
Yar, bitch.
Right then. Rod
Yar,
went in the
bitch.
custom attorney-client area. The motion and court order finally achieved the desired effect. Compared to most prison rooms, the office could be considered plush. The officials converted the guard's usual briefing room into an unmonitored zone, per the order. A 40-inch flat screen TV, flipping heck, man. All right, isn't it? Dominated the space, bolted on one wall. A boardroom-style table took up the centre, with 10 grey cloth chairs spaced evenly around. A vinyl couch adorned the end opposite of the television. Thumbtacks suspended on an old copy. Sorry, I just got the word suspended. It's just my mind went bad.
Her mind went dirty, like, oh, they were suspended by thumbtacks. Oh
I'm
my.
trying to design my spare room based off this book.
Is it a swing?
Oh,
Hey!
Thumbtacks suspended an old copy of the required workplace safety poster. Next to that, a decorator, print by Norman Rockwell, titled Freedom of Speech. The image seemed very out of place. Rod taped a paper folder to the window to ensure his visual privacy.
yeah.
No obvious microphones appeared. Hidden audio? They would just have to trust. No one would bother them. Usable and private. Oh, I can see what's going to happen in this room. Some real attorney-client meetings. I amended your appeal to add in the stuff about the prosecutor listening in on your client-attorney communications. That is what you came here to tell me? I wanted to meet with you. Yes? She could see desire in his eyes, a desire she welcomed.
Geez, woman. She's just got men everywhere. She's got the
Oh.
man
What the
beast.
hell?
She's got the
What are
prison
you
warden.
Jeez, oh, she's
Yeah,
having.
There's a reason why she's on her knees praying all the time. I understand.
I wish this woman needs to get laid so bad. I swear.
I
Hey.
know.
Yeah.
You see, I want what
Well,
you
Beastie
want.
tried, but was interrupted.
That's true. It happens.
God. Just like I.
Poor, what do you say, bastard? Poor thing was choked out before.
Yeah, before he.
I don't know. Maybe that's the way the man beast likes it.
He just
Some
wanted
people
some
do
private
like that.
time.
He just likes it rough.
That.
There's nothing wrong with that. Don't be so
Autoerotic.
judgmental.
You see, I want what you want. Ever since, what you shared. She'd never seen the man struggle with words. She met a man? The feelings within her could not be denied. She loved Rod.
I bet she did.
Oh, yeah, baby.
We can tell.
And we can tell by this story she loved Rod maybe a little too much.
Their eyes locked. He knew. The embrace came quick. Oh no, we don't want it to come quick. Their lips pressed against
Oh, yeah, we do.
each other hungrily. They become one body. She felt his excitement grow as they kissed.
Oh.
She felt something grow
That's not
already.
his excitement, trust me.
He was beginning to release the moment.
He's a sleep monkey.
So she knew this was what she wanted. She knew this was where she was meant to be. Nothing else mattered in the world but the man before her. Slowly, the moment receded. She felt dizzy. She was feeling a bit faint and dizzy, isn't she?
Pudding
She's a
pops.
checker anemia. Rod
Bill's in
straight.
there somewhere. He's slinking around.
I volunteer on the weekends.
I told you not to fight it. It would only make it worse.
Oh,
Always gets me every time. I know.
Rod.
No one ever listens to Professor Snape. No one takes me seriously.
No one takes notice.
Now turn to page 394.
We need you to read the next the next book from our friend TJ in that voice.
Yes.
Definitely.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's a lot of talking.
Let's do the female and
We
the
just
other
need
voice.
we just need you to read the saucy bits in that voice.
Hey, I tell you what. Next time I end up getting the saucy parts as I seem to in the last book, I'll just turn it over to you and let you read Snape.
Yes.
I'll be like, in it.
Yeah, that's what we should do.
The ladies in the audience won't know whether to won't know whether to be coming or going.
Oh, they'll
Oh,
know.
Oh my.
Oh, they'll know.
Stick on our chairs. We'll be all right. We'll slide off. Rod straightened himself, patting his pockets as if habit would bring him back to earth. Vast intelligence glowed from within his essence, and he knew that his destiny lay with her. Everything lays with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone lays with her, apparently.
That's what she wants.
Amanda. Rod pushed her away. Nice.
It's a
Cheers,
very
Matt.
large wad.
Back up.
he needed to do his best for her, and he could not bear to fail it when. Hang on now, hang a bang. He needed to do his best for her, and he could not bear to fail if they went further. Oh, he was worried about. Okay, there's medication for that, you know. She held on to one hand. Rod chose his. Can't take our name seriously, honestly. Rod chose his words deliberately. When you get released, his eloquence regained, your place will be with me.
Oh, I bet it will.
I bet it will.
Oh my.
Is that a promise? Rod looked into her eyes passionately.
The one eye looked into her eyes.
You have my promise. I love you. They kissed deeply.
She's getting more action from Rod than anybody else so far, except for the man beat.
For real.
She's getting a lot of action.
I know. Up with this. Oh.
I should get it.
Let me just take a moment. Hold on.
There you go.
Put your airs on, sweetheart.
Deep breath. Just gotta get everything together. It's so confined right now.
Oh, no, you stop with that degeneracy now, thou boy.
You mind your business. If this was a simple life in prison case, his client would most likely get a PCA or per curiam affirmed decision. Can't believe I pulled that off. A PCA can be thought of as a rubber stamp. Oh, there they go with the rubber again. To cover up any errors that the court just chose not to address. And there was nothing anyone could do about it. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Whenever... It's so nice. Let me tell you. Whenever he got a PCA, he would have to explain to his client that he had no idea why the court turned them down. They just did. Lying bitch. A PCA relied on the raw power of the court, not on any kind of rational or moral process, and this happened in 99 out of 100 cases. A death case was different. The Florida Supreme Court must write their reasoning. The law required it. Spinnaker clutched his pearls, the paper, anticipating the vindication only a rebuke from the highest court would provide. A rejection of the law's betrayal by Richard Johns and Judge Wolf. Freedom for Amanda. Rod Spinnaker read the court's opinion. Affirmed. The old dog appellate. See, it's appellate, Diva. That's how you say it.
No, man, it's appellate.
The
I
old
like
It's appellate. Actually, my part of Virginia is appellate, man.
Applet.
The old dog appellate attorney became used to injustice, but this injustice, it was personal. The Florida Supreme Court wrote out its conclusion in detail for all the world to see. What an exhibitionist. Amanda Smallwood shall remain on death row. Spinnaker reeled. He tried to soften the opinion's blow by reminding himself that at least with the death penalty cases, the court had to write. Maybe there was something in the opinion that he could leverage for federal relief. He felt desperate. He forced himself to read the opinion. The defense waived the objection by not contemporaneously objecting with specificity to the improper arguments of the prosecutor. They're saying he wasn't spot on enough. He didn't put in enough details. He didn't do his job right.
Your big words don't
Well,
intimidate
wait.
me.
I'm confused because we were listening to this, and the judge he said, "Son, shut up, or I'm going to hold you in contempt of court."
We cannot say that the lower court abused its discretion by ruling. Any error was harmless beyond a reasonable doubt.
I'm not falling for that.
The calls for sanctions against the prosecutor below for alleged non-disclosure were a matter for the Florida bar, not for us to have to handle, you pencil-neck little attorney. Even if we were to take the arguments at face value,
What's going on in that place?
the issues complained of did not impact the guilt or innocence of Miss Smallwood. In the end, the court engaged in careful weighing of evidence that will not be disturbed by the court on appeal. And then the final insulting words. The defense attorney shall respond in writing why he should not be sanctioned using the old standard of circumstantial evidence rule instead of the current state of the law as enunciated in Bush v. State. So help you God!
Oh, hey, man. Lord.
Decker threw his paper across the room. He just needed somebody to hold him and comfort him.
And the Bush wins again. No. I think I was wrong.
Damn Bush gets in the way every time.
Beat down.
Well, that was quite the plot twist.
Do you think if Bush would have won the first, if Bush would have lost the first time, that we would be,
Where
in
we are
climate
now?
change right now?
I don't know.
Burial.
What? Who needs
Probably
to read
wouldn't have
that?
that Patriot Act bullshit.
Yeah.
For real.
I think you're more of a singer.
Oh, don't even start me on the Patriot Act. I had to write a paper about that in
we said we
college.
weren't discussing politics. Let's
No
go.
problem.
Yeah.
We're not
I
discussing
said I
politics.
don't want to.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
let's
Singing bush.
get back into the story now.
Coming round on doing
Right,
chicken.
The-
Yeah, right.
the
You're gonna read
despair.
now. You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
read
read
now.
now.
Okay.
The despair. Rod Spinnaker, super lawyer, lost. He felt trapped. No way out. He had to move. Motion helped him feel he was doing something at least. He started his blue metallic Audi A8 and drove to the crime scene. He scanned the parking lot for something that had been missed. The Udi, the Super 8 motel. Oh, Lord, I've been there. They're nasty. Second floor balcony, room 2.
I think that's where Mildred went.
I think it is. Nothing. He scanned the area for cameras. Right there. A Camry. Look at that, pointed right at the room. He hustled to the front desk, pounding rapidly at the bell, demanding the clerk. What do you want, sir? The camera's outside, the one pointing to the rooms. Can I get a copy of the recordings? Well, sir, the cameras were installed quite recently. You see, those murders very much hurt business. That would not do. So we spent the extra money. And Rod drooped.
No. Rod went limp.
He drooped right there. He just drooped.
There's
all
a
over
wood. There's what?
He
There's a
drooped.
little blue pill for that.
Okay, thank you, sir. You're very welcome, sir. I'm doing all the voices now. He drove his Audi back to Amanda's old house. Children played in the front yard. Look at them little kids. Her parents renovated the front, but it looked much the same as when Amanda had resided there. He walked across the street to this place Simon Ryan watched as the small wood Jeep had rested. Well, that's just weird. The garage yawned at him, as if bored with his questioning gaze. I didn't know garages could yawn. Was it
Well, you've
tired?
never seen a rod droop like that either, have you?
Nope, not once. The breeze brushed his hair. The touch reminded him of Amanda's soft cheek. Oh, Lord, honey. He could not think. He felt hope leaving him. A terrible sadness filled his heart. He squeezed his eyes shut. Hours passed, nothing. Weary of life, he centered himself. Remained strong. Saying a silent prayer, he pulled himself together. Focus on the present. Came an unspoken answer. Rod listened carefully. Silence met his renewed attention. Hunger pangs reminded him he'd not eaten since breakfast. Lord have mercy. One more location came to mind. Giuseppe's Pizzeria over there by the hospital. That sounds right good. I'd like me a good pizza.
Slice pizza sounds good.
At
Grandma's
least that
chicken
would
salad.
At least that would provide him with service. What kind of service? is
She
he
said
looking
she's
for?
gonna toss her salad. Jeez.
What in the
No,
world?
I said grandma's chicken salad. You can make anything sound dirty.
Oh, I thought you said you were
Grandma's
going to
chicken
toss
salad.
grandma's salad.
What
I
are you
was like,
doing with my salad now, Sonny? What in the world?
Grandma's tossing your salad.
Oh, Lord.
What the hell?
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Grandma's fiercely beating off the Indians.
Now he's tired. But he would focus on the present. I ain't getting my salad tossed, youngin'. Not this time. He needed to feed himself. The smell of baking dough awakened him from his depression. Rod Spinnaker, superstar Appalette lawyer. What a joke. He laughed at himself and scanned the menu. I'll have a large pepperoni pizza, banana peppers, and pineapple.
I got a pineapple on a pizza.
pineapple.
Lord, who in the world orders pineapple on their pizza? Lord,
Degenerates.
That's just nasty.
that's disgusting. The waitress tapped his order on a tablet. An Italian accent called up from the kitchen acknowledging the order. One large pizza, pepperoni, banana, pepper, pineapple, coming right up.
Who the hell ordered this?
Oh, you spit the Giuseppe's family name.
Grandpa was a freak.
Italian.
Very efficient. The waitress smiled and moved to the next table. The pizza arrived perfectly cooked. A slight wisp of steam rose from the platter. Several Italian cheeses baked together with the blackened pepperonis. Spicy hotness combined with a fruity sweetness to delight each taste bud. Oh, Lord, maybe my salad does need to get tossed. I don't know.
You gotta worry about the listeria with that.
That's true. That's true. Rod's scar itched. Instinctively, he scratched, leaving a dab of pizza sauce to
You saying he scratched Rod?
He scratched his rod right there, leaving a dab of pizza sauce on it. He applied water to his napkin and wiped his face. A shorter Italian man approached, smiling widely. He smacked.
Bet he did.
He smacked Rod on his back, making solid slapping sound. What the
He did slap rods.
People
He
abuse
slapped
you at
Rod
this
making a solid slapping sound.
How do you like the pizza?
That's painful.
This pizza combination surprised me. Rod, the Appalette lawyer, eating in a neighborhood pizza joint. He felt uplifted somehow. He had not relaxed for months. He had a full belly, refreshed his extraordinary mind. Lugo, Giuseppe knows how to make it, no? Well, it's a wonderful pizza. For sure, I'll come back. Suddenly, like a bolt of lightning struck his heart. A question formed in his mind. He felt dang dizzy. Have you ever had any police question you at this pizza place? What? No, Lugo no have any problems with the police. He swung his arms outward. Come on, to my friend. Who do you think I am? Not to investigate you. I mean, asking for any records of orders. Specifically, Sergeant Rogers. No one come in here. Look, I got it all right here. Lugo Giuseppe tapped out all his orders on his tablet computer. How far back does that go? Oh, let me see. About 3 years. Can you do me a favor? Can you check your system for Friday, June 14th? Did anyone order a pizza like the one I just had? Well, sure. That is easy. Let's see. Only one pizza with those toppings on June 14th. Paid by credit card by a Fadel Aryan at 5:38 p.m.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dun,
see,
dun, dun.
I already know where this is going.
Rat-row.
Yeah, my train of thought is, see, this is why he wants her to marry him, because then she can't testify him before.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Damn, you're reading between the lines.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the line, yeah.
He likes it
I
between
read
the
that.
lines.
Let
me tell you.
I'll tell you one
mean,
thing,
I-
though. I never thought a Mario game would ever turn me on so much.
I was going to say,
I
I
like that
tried reading
Mario.
between the lines, but the only problem was I kept snorting them, so I couldn't read.
And Mario
I just
Luigi.
kept on doing lines and in between. I tried reading, just couldn't focus.
The flip. Lena Campbell, RN, betrayer of friends, ignorant fool, and vengeful. Lena's comely face.
Oh, she must have walked through the prison too. Oh!
Lena's comely face glowed with the subtle illumination from the black light shown about of the computer screen in the darkened office.
Can't believe
The, The low black light and deceptive feminine beauty concealed the raggedness of her heart within. How dare he reject her? Amanda Smallwood decayed on death row now, but Dr. Fadel Ali Aryan decayed in his office of luxury. Wasn't she good enough? The other doctors and technicians thought so. But she gave that up. She sacrificed. She proved to him that she was ready to settle down. She would force him to settle down with her. But he refused to make it happen. He'd rather sit in his plush office, brooding about what could not be. Those steel eyes of his. She wanted to claw them. I'm going to scratch your eyes out, bitch. But she never exposed to him the demons that were within her. Who was the smart one now? My dear cool doctor did not suspect. When she offered to help with some after-hours coding, well, the little Lena was just letting herself be used again. He always needed help. Poor little Lena, needing money. Funny how the police never got around to questioning the temp worker, Karen McKee. They never found out that Karen had stayed late that June 14th, keying in data for the good Dr. Aryan. That Fadel insisted she log in on his terminal, no doubt under his sign-in name. But then, Lena had not volunteered that information. Never tell them more than they ask. Just where are those records? Lena clicked around on the desktop. Bingo. Medics, medical staffing. Pay records. Karen McKee. Print. Dr. Fadel will reveal his secrets to her. She tapped on the keyboard with practiced skill.
She did.
I gotta spit it out. It's getting Schooner.
It was a salad tossing. It hurt a little bit.
Amazon purchases. History. It seems that the good doctor ordered a tracking device for $24. An Apple AirTag. Interesting. Oh, and here was another purchase. A Taser Professional Series 7CQ. The $1,599.99 price tag stood out. With free Amazon next day delivery, of course.
He could have got one cheaper.
I know. He got ripped off.
At least he got the next day delivery, and I can't.
She pressed print, and a hum spit out screenshots.
I bet she spit it out.
Yeah, she did.
Hack to it.
There might be a super lawyer appellate. No, I'm just kidding. No, there might be a super lawyer appellate attorney that could use this information.
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk to it.
Spit on that thing.
I was waiting for it.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh, I know you were.
Let it go.
Okay. The word.
The word of the day.
Yep.
L.
All right. Rod Spinnaker fumbled for his office keys. It was after hours and no one else was there. His Audi broke some laws on the way in, but the law demanded. Or sorry, the law be damned. Okay, I'm going to embiggen my screen so I'm not like squinting now. There we go. That's much better.
Engorge that font, baby.
Oh, yeah. Engorge it. Yeah.
Make it your big boy.
Okay. And I'm spent. Okay.
I sigh.
Just spit on it and watch it swell. There you go.
Anyway,
Lobby damn.
Let it grow. Oh,
Can't hold back anymore.
Okay, look, Puddletown, I don't know what has been going on with my microphone. I haven't touched a darn thing on this thing, and suddenly, like, I'm coming through apparently really loud on everything, and I don't know what the deal is. I haven't touched any of my settings.
which is weird because before you were like really like
Oh, I know.
last week and
It's-
stuff. Yeah, it's like you could barely.
It happened
hear
on
you.
Vices the other night. It happened here, and I'm like, I haven't changed any of my settings. I haven't touched anything, and now suddenly, apparently, everybody's complaining like, "Oh my god, you're so loud." I'm like, I didn't do anything.
You're
Oh
louder
my
than
God, you're like so loud. I mean, come on.
Fiddletown wasn't apparently talking
Lena,
about volume.
I've actually got my microphone like over a foot and a half away from my face right now, which is ridiculous.
Kaiser. If this tells you anything, you're louder than me.
Well, that's why.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Dollywood, you should have known that.
That's what I'm just saying.
I think
That's because you were screaming like a little girl.
Sure.
Oh, apparently Puddletown was not talking about volume.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm just going to skip that one. Spinnaker rushed through the front, stumbling over a package dropped through the mail slot. The envelope read, "To Rod Spinnaker, Esquire, important." Someone must have dropped it and threw after closing. Ripping the seal open, he rushed to his desk. The contents poured out. A sticky note hung on the printouts. The handwriting said, "Mr. Spinnaker, you would find these documents helpful. I know you are a good man. Lena Campbell." Rod examined the papers. Amazon sales history for Dr. Fadel Ali Aryan. $24 Apple AirTag. $1,599.99 Taser Professional Series 7CQ. Then another document. Medics Medical Staffing Pay Records. Karen McKee, 4:40 p.m. to 8:30 p.m., June 14th. Rod dropped the papers onto his oak stickly desk. The air did not stir. He heard God in the silence. "Thank you." Rod slowly dialed up a contact. "Special Agent Derek Canton, please. This is this is Attorney Rod Spinnaker." "Canton, I need a special favor. I need a search warrant for Dr. Fadel Aryan's computers and cell phones." "What? Who? Oh, are you that hotshot appellate lawyer? Why do you need that?" "Why? Funny you should ask." A quick internet search revealed that Richard Johns' office did not have a prosecutor integrity unit. Of course not. He would just do it himself. Rod Spinnaker typed like a madman, banging out the 3.850 motion in a written record time. Innocent people did not get released magically. The system took its time. The delay tortured Rod. He knew what he wanted, but why? Compatibility? A perfect match? But that wasn't it. What made her the one? What made her the one? Beauty, the youthful ability to give him children. Yes, the necessary qualities for any alpha male to give up or his freedom to offer a ring. Oh yeah, you want a banger, we get it. Jeez, dude, move on. But that too surrounded him. His mating options seemed endless. Okay, getting a little inch. All right,
You're getting in. You just said you got a little inch? What?
Okay. Whatever, dude. Right. And he had turned his back on all suitors. Necessary, but not sufficient. Something more. Honesty, an exchange of promises, each growing together over time. A truthfulness that they could build on a life on. A woman that wanted him. A woman who did not grasp the trappings of wealth. A woman who did not feel entitled. A woman who didn't understand. A woman who understood the realities of the world. A woman who knew. He did not feel the concept could be fully expressed with a word. He did not want to lie to God by speaking incompletely. It would take a lifetime of commitment, dedication, and faith to demonstrate to God that he did not lie. The word? Love. Yes, love. What would persuade Rod to give up everything he was, to dissolve the man that he would look that would look away from every other woman and bond Ron into an us love. To that woman, he would give his all.
The reflection. A month had passed before the order came through. The conditions within the prison did not change, even though everyone knew she had been innocent all along. The same patterns ground away mercilessly. Warden Frank met with her one more time. This time they were not alone. Instead, the warden made sure he was flanked by officers Jeremiah Dickerson and Otis Cruz to have his little man beast next to him. Black Badge probably would not be a good witness for him, that sorry-ass shit, should the whole thing get out of hand. She figured he'd leave their little secret alone for now. Well, they talked around it, speaking in euphemisms, but the agreement got made. Son, you've been a prisoner model, Miss Smallwood. We wish you the best on the outside. She could tell this meeting was sober. Thank you, Frank Warden. Is there anything you would like to share with us before you leave us? Warden looked at her nervously. I do not think so. Fine, let's just leave it at that then. Yes, that's... It was hard to get a sense of how Kurt Frank was feeling. Perhaps he saw Amanda as a threat, one that he could not control. Face down in a pillow, with handcuffs on. Or maybe he saw lost opportunity. He felt he had dodged a bullet or two, one aimed directly at his facade. Perhaps he had avoided a disastrous choice. They both had. Gotta keep your hands off of Rod. She spent the lifetime reflecting on her ordeal as she thought of Harrison. And then she looked inward, deep inward. Would she become an ornament, playing a role in life for the audience, directed by others with applause? Oh, I thought it said applesauce. Being her reward. I like giving her applesauce. Here, have some applesauce.
Well, thank
So
you,
she was
honey.
more than that.
That's so tasty.
Applesauce is good for the soul.
Oh, God.
It is. Thank
Getting
you.
mild excited.
Oh, I
Some
do
of
like
that
me some
thickener makes it
applesauce.
go down easier.
If you use it as lube.
Well, yeah, do some thickening.
That's sweet and salty. So sweet and sticky. It just gets down in every little crevice. No, she was more than that.
You know what I mean?
Additions are not authorized.
Hey, Steve. Now I'm getting myself in trouble.
Godsy's gonna be like, if y'all read Brucey the One-Eyed Wonder Dog on here, I'm gonna send you a cease and desist.
Yes.
I do have that. Oh, damn it. No, I got that for the kids.
I'm surprised we haven't received a cease and desist already. I'll just be honest.
We couldn't do Brucey like that, man, could we?
Well, she was free to choose to be something more. She thought of her marriage to Butch. And that was not the female Butch, but her ex-husband Butch, the one that gave her the name Smallwood. Does that tell you anything? The man was not well hung.
Mm-hmm.
The mismatch offered an escape that she took. Would she do the same now? That incompatibility was the key to the loveless life she had with Butch. He had provided an escape, the trappings of comfort. She had sacrificed herself for that. Tied up, bound, gagged, spanked. Those things were there, ever present for her to perceive.
Excited. Can't take much more.
Well, she was asleep. It took a nightmare to wake her up. She gained wisdom for her ordeal. She would choose a protector, a man who could provide safety, a man for whom She could champion a man for whom she was proud. She would choose the man who loved her, but it would be her choice, her decision, her life, her mellow yellow, and it would be something worthy. Well, a man worthy of being called daddy.
Daddy.
I didn't say it. Steve said it. Leave me alone.
Like that, you degenerate.
I'm just saying. That's
Not
what it
how I
said.
wrote this book.
He likes daddy. Hold on, I have to cough for a second. I had to clear my throat of foreign matter.
You didn't make.
Well, that stuff did not matter. Simple things flowered like she did whenever she was laying by herself, lonely in the shower. She stared down death, gazed into the lungs of hell, and survived. Everything from here forward was a gift. Never again would she take a simple blessing for granted. Every smell of a rose, every day of freedom she would savor. A gift from God. She had prayed and sacrificed her final self to him, and he had answered. She would make me into us. It was enough. One life, one love, man. The day arrived.
Steve, we pretty much take every line completely wrong.
Feel alright. Hear the children crying.
One
One life.
Let's give thanks to the
Everything gonna be
alright. Airi, man.
Bitches, get out of the way. The day
Daylight
arrived.
come and me want to go home.
Amanda forgot a time when she did not wear orange. It was becoming the new black for her. She wore it every day now as a sign of her solidarity towards Tennessee. But Rob had sent in some extraordinary clothes. The effect seemed unnatural. He sent her some red and black. She liked it. It regained her humanity. Amanda collected her meager belongings from the intake office, better known as a prison wallet. She picked up her dead iPhone, removed the pink glitter sparkle case, and threw it at the guards because who would have something so gay in their life? The doors opened, sunlight pouring in. She squinted.
It's a ghetto
Gust of
phone.
fresh air smacked her in the face along with Rod's big and lean meat. Ooh, yeah. She noticed the silence she had forgotten existed. Then she looked outside. There stood Rod, leaned confidently upon his Udi, a bouquet of roses clenched in his hands. It's an Udi.
It's an Odie.
It's an
It's an Odie?
Odie. Like the dog on the Garfield.
Wait, was it?
Odie.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a dog from Garfield. Howdy.
It's the Odie.
Shizzy's in trouble.
protection here on the narrators.
Trouble.
Remember, this is Shizzy's channel.
Shizzy sent me an email.
What? No! A bouquet of roses clenched in his hands. Freedom! And I can't have my wits about me. Give me my freedom!
Years from now, when you're laying in your bed. Oh,
Oh my god, that was so good, Yamaha.
For a second there, I'm
So
like, oh my
good.
God, where's Mel Gibson? What's happening?
That was good.
would you?
Do some stories like that one. Yeah.
Don't lose your truth.
You can have my handcuffs.
No,
but you
I
can't
don't
have
want to
my
do that voice
freedom.
because it'll make Welsh Lady Reeds mad. I just can't do the Scottish very well. That's in the South End, right?
It's the south end
I
of
get
Scotland.
confused. I'm not a geological master wizard like the expert is. So.
Is Wales a country? I don't know, is it? Yeah, I think so. It's not in Scotland.
Geology is that
Sissy.
map study thing, right?
That's it.
I'm never going to
That's
live
it
right
In
there.
there
Okay,
with geometry
okay.
as well. I've heard of it.
I'm good at geometry. It's you know, you look
read
at
them
look at
maps real
California.
good.
It starts with the sea. It's right next to Kansas.
Just give me an upside down compass I can find anywhere.
Are you going to come find me, dragon?
Oh yeah, swoop in. Oh,
Are we going to unite again?
So what is it whenever you mix red and green? What color do you get?
Mud.
oh, but it'll
You
look
get
good.
mud.
Fun.
Fun.
Twisting. Color mingling.
You get brown. That's what you get.
Is that what it is brown?
No, I think it turns blue. Just sort of like I'm blue when I'm a dog. I'm so very, very happy.
I'm on the change. Oh,
It's a rough
the
place to be.
change.
Views expressed in this crop
You
creation are not
say-
those of the original creation. It's a film.
Yes.
This is no close to what we do.
Amanda gripped the warm cup of premium Donny's coffee between her hands, watching the sun rise above the Florida plains. A cool wind blew across flat meadows of grass, making ripples under the sunlight. Rod packed a closet with designer Ralph Lauren dresses in her size before she arrived home. Rod loved the traditional formal look, but the shopping efforts were distinctively man-like, covering his fashion inadequacies with volume. Below them were several pairs of Manolo pumps in different colours. I don't know if I said that right. Somehow, he had pried the idea from her mind and filled it the best he could. He promised she could exchange them or fill the rest of the shelves with whatever she desired. Oh, isn't he a gentleman? Fair play.
Yeah.
Gosh, like you know,
Showering her with gifts and
he's
pumps.
allowing her to fill the shelves, change her mind. Whew.
Oh, I mean,
He
I showered
laughed.
my wife with pumps.
No.
No.
I'm sorry.
Shizzy TMI.
It wasn't important. She wanted to please him. A strong fence contained their 30 acres of Florida property. Rod called it an escape place. That seemed correct. She had escaped with herself intact to be with him, her choice. A muscular German shepherd licked her hand. Okay. Good boy, she patted, thanking the canine for his companionship. Amanda quickly made friends with Rod's 4 guard dogs.
I thought it said guards. I was like, geez, busy. She
She's
was
not in
lonely in
prison.
prison. Now she's got guards.
Guard dogs.
Lady, there ain't enough peanut butter in the world.
For a second there, I thought Drexel was about to bust through the wall and go, bruh. Oh, God.
They prowled the fence line. Page, please.
Sorry, I was typing.
Yeah, audio coffee. Yeah, it's really weird when I bust out my tape measure to go buy something for my wife. 12 just seems.
She
too
said my
small.
measurements are off, so she sent me with a tape measure.
It can't be 12 inches.
I don't know what she's talking about.
It doesn't seem right. Apparently, I was wrong in doing that.
I told her it was 12 inches. She didn't believe me. She measured it out in millimeters. Damn it.
I said it was 6 inches. She didn't agree. I don't know.
Well, that's why Baker uses.
6 inches?
Metric system just makes it seem bigger.
Because 50 millimeters sounds huge.
Huge.
A lot.
Huge. It's the biggest ever.
I was going to tell a personal story then, but I won't. I'll move on.
Whoa!
We're doing that now. Well, that's between you and I. Quiet.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, sorry, Shiz. Sorry,
But she signed an NDA, Shizzy.
Oh, I forget those. I keep forgetting those. Damn it.
I've got it. I found it. Yeah, NDA signed. The powerful boys. Oh, she's on about the dogs. The powerful boys made excellent companions and protected Rod. I always say sphincter.
Rod Sphincter.
They protected his sphincter. I love it. His spacious sphincter.
Oh, dear.
So sorry.
See, we don't even need to say anything.
Yeah.
This isn't our fault.
No, clearly not.
Rod Spinnaker's spacious cabin. No one would come near. No one could disturb them. Safety. Far off in the distance, thunderheads rumbled. The clouds darkened the horizon to the northwest.
No, that was just my chat.
Did they pour their rain there? What? Amanda shook her head in disbelief at the hell that lay just a few counties over. The place she came from seemed so far away, yet still it would forever be a part of her. She knew herself now. She knew what she was. She knew what she could do. Knew what she wanted.
Oh, yeah, she did. Who's your daddy?
She's all sure of herself now.
Uh-huh.
In that moment, a desire for music filled her. Oh, I get that. I understand that, Amanda. Yeah. She chose to listen. Such a simple thing. She quietly closed the sliding doors, entering the interior of their protected hideaway. Mission-style furniture.
Well, we can't have doggy-style furniture, although we have dogs.
Mission-style furniture throughout gave their home a comforting solidity. Morning smells soothed her mind. Was this real? Music compact discs filled a wall. CDs. Rod was old school, pointing her finger while reading the spines of Rod's CD. She selected Pat Methane's group Still Life Token. Never heard of him, sorry. Placing the mirrored CD in the denim tray, Minuano 68 breathed into the JBL L100 JCKB buck. The relaxing freedom to listen to music spawned a contentment in her heart. Simplicity. I'll check him out, Mr. Gosney. I certainly will. I just hadn't heard of him. That's
Especially if it's jazz. Nice.
That's where, I got the book by the bed, so I'll check him out.
Oh, I see how it is.
Book
She got
by the bed.
the R-rated version next to the bed.
Yeah, so many questions are answered now.
Yes.
I was muted, but I was sitting here listening intently to Welsh Lady Reads, and then my air compressor went off, and I shit myself sideways. Scared the shit out of me. Holy Jesus, I'm being killed.
Why are they attacking me?
Oh, the smooth jazz. No, I like jazz, Steve. I like jazz. The smooth jazz generated a rustling from the master bedroom.
I bet it did.
A companion coffee cup waited for her lover. Rod emerged from the bedroom wearing,
And so did the man behind it.
wearing an emerald designer robe in the Emerald City. His manliness commanded her attention.
Oh,
Oh.
hello. Good morning.
Good
More like a-
morning.
More
Good
like a
morning.
tent than a robe.
Good morning. Good morning, dear. The man smiled. What do you want? Everything.
Take that.
Well, so now we have to tell you about the
thank you,
author.
author.
It's all about this here author. This here author is Mr. Gosney. He currently works as assistant public defender in the public defender's office, 7th Judicial Circuit. His position he's held since 2010. Current duties including drafting appeals for indigent clients and is qualified for death penalty appeals. He's certified by the Florida Bar in criminal trial law as part of regular practice. He trains new appellate.
I know you can't say it the right way anymore.
And trial attorneys, as well as at first I thought that said offering tragic and tactical advice, but it says strategic and tactical advice to the public defender's office and trial teams. That dance is damned amazing. He attained his Bachelor of Arts from Stetson University. No, he didn't. He does wear a hat. It might be a Stetson, but that's not from the university. In 1990, majoring in history. He's a smart man. He's earned a few degrees in his, law degree from Washington, Lee University School of Law in 1999. In 2017, a master's degree from the University of Central Florida, specializing in criminal justice. Prior to his service in the public defender's office, he worked for 6 years in a private practice as a civil litigator, smacking down all of those quiet title actions. And in 6 years, the office of State Attorney Johns Tanner as Assistant State Attorney. Prior to law school, Mr. Gosney worked in a nonprofit association management, or we like to call it a strip club, including 3.5 years as CEO of the Volusia Home Builders Association. Don't you be fooled. The Gos, he's got the moves. Mr. Stephen N. Gosney is the author of many previous books. Ideas and Answers in Law, which is a wonderful book, and Prepare, which is another wonderful book. The Handbook for Individual Freedom, which I haven't read yet, but I think that's going to be a good one. Death Penalty Debates, Net Positive or Net Negative. The Summer Friend, which is a really good book. Surfing, Music, and Growing Up. Brucey the One-Eyed Wonder Dog, which I was so fortunate to get for my young niece and nephew, which they have enjoyed immensely, is a really beautiful book. Death Penalty Desires, Passion, Lust, and Murder. And soon, Death Penalty Designs, Maximum Due Process. If fully funded and Give, Send, Go, also soon, My Difficult Dog. This is the dog that usually looks a lot like me whenever I get beat about the head for saying really rude and crude things. For Steve's books, music, or just donate in support of his work, go to stevegosney.com, and the links are right there in the chat. Make sure that you go check out Steve Gosney.
Go now.
Go
while you're listening to us. Go.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why you're listening to us. Why would you be listening to us?
Don't listen to us.
We only do this once every so often, maybe once a week. But yes.
Ain't no gas.
I don't think so, Steve. I think they're just beginning. I think your authoring days are going to get much better.
Yep.
It's all around the band, and we're happy that Mr. Gosney could join us and chat, even if it's just for a brief moment.
Yep.
All you find, ladies and gentlemen, what do you have going on this week? Dictionary Diva?
Oh,
anything?
well, I did an art stream today. It's been a while, so that was fun. And I might try to start streaming a little bit more. We'll see.
Wonderful. What about you, Kaiser?
Oh, not really a whole lot. Just covering the news as it is with entertainment and information regarding pop culture. Are we turning a corner? Are the things changing? Well, I might have a few bits of commentary on that.
Nice. Volstorm, what do you have coming up, brother?
Ladies and gentlemen, as always, you'll find me on the world famous FNL, along with Crashing Shizzy's show of the mornings, and you never know when I'm going to pop up, man.
Welsh lady.
Well, I have the hospital. I got a vet appointment. No, I haven't. I get back to my channel and do more on there. And I'm sorry that I haven't, but life is life, and sometimes it sucks. And,
Life is life.
and
We all understand. We're just happy to
take
have
it.
you here.
Yeah, very happy.
And I'm happy. I'm happy to be here, and I'm grateful for you always having me on. And it's usually in multiple chats. But yeah, I will soon be getting back to my own channel for my subs. I've let them down a bit. But I do apologize, but hey, hope we'll sort it.
And I have a story.
Oh,
what do you have coming up, brother?
Well, I have no idea.
I love
Never
the
know when it's
the
going to hit
honesty.
me.
Yes.
Oh, dark 30 in the morning, I awake or have been awake and just feel like reading something stupid. Yeah, so I'm kind of dabbling with that parody about Lord of the Rings right now. So
Fun.
I don't know.
Oh my
We'll wait
God,
and
that
see.
would be great.
That would be so good.
Wow.
I wasn't sure. I didn't get a whole lot of feedback on it. So yesterday or this morning, was it yesterday? I don't know. I lose track of time real easy. Anyway, so I was sitting up and decided that I was going to go ahead and read part of it anyway.
Oh boy.
I'm trying to do it in a straight-legged way because it's already absolutely stupid.
Yes.
So it makes it kind of funnier, I think. I don't know. So,
Especially if you get the Alan Rickman voice.
Yeah, I really haven't done a whole lot of voices yet.
Look, even Zach's saying Lord of the Rings parody is hilarious. Loving it.
That's awesome.
That is.
So, yeah.
Well, and as usual, I do a stream every morning, and we've got I don't know, are we doing anything this Monday, Volstorm? We have one coming up.
I haven't heard anything about it. Maybe not, because it's Labor Day.
That's true. That's true.
So-
I will be doing a morning stream tomorrow. I've got a video I've been working on. I think is going to come out really good. Yeah. Well, it's gonna probably piss some people off, but oh well. I don't care.
Sweet.
Nice.
You know how I am. I just do what I do. Everybody, make sure that you've subscribed to all these wonderful people here in the chat. They've taken their time out of a busy Sunday. Make sure that you go and check out Steve Gosney. Check out his book, and even if he doesn't write another one, which I know that he will, because it's going to start itching. It's like it's like an earworm, it just sort of gets in there and he just can't help himself. It'll probably come out. It'll be like Stephanie Gosnose or something like that. He'll like have some pseudonym name, because he just can't stay away from it. But that's what we're hoping for, because the man has talent. He's brutally honest and so much fun. Everybody have a wonderful evening, and we will see you guys
everybody.
on the
Good night.
Good
See
night.
you
The like
later.
button.
Good night.
Bye.
Night.
So gather round, let the stories begin. In the realm of Sunday spice, where joy always wins with cheesy wasteland leading the way. We'll laugh and we'll smile for night and day. Sunday spice, a show of delight, written by the I and all the voices that night. From dictionary teeth up to Kaiser pineapples, might each guest brings a magic for just one night.